It's my assignment for Rhetoric and Comp 2. Alright, here with my friend Isaac from Missouri, so, it's pretty far. Definitely has some juicy stories. Am I right, Isaac?
Maybe. I'm not too sure to be honest, but we'll find out.
Alright, so, first question. What are some, important lessons you've learned in life?
Important lessons.
Yeah.
Um, I can't really think of too many that come to mind, but at least for me, being too trustworthy for every person that you come across was definitely being extremely naive. And at least in my perspective, it's good to be reserved socially and to not put yourself out too much if you're not okay with how you are yourself. Uh, and yeah, that's just one of the main things that I try and stick with.
That was very deep, Isaac. Thank you very much.
Okay.
What do you think we'll be in 10 years as friends?
As friends,
Or just in general, what do you think you'll be in 10 years?
in 10 years, hopefully I can be out of the state that I'm currently in.
What's wrong with
And
Missouri?
you don't want to be down here.
I mean, it was hot the last time I was there too.
Uh, I don't think being hot's the main case. It's just there isn't many jobs down here regardless, and there aren't many good colleges.
It's also
Um,
very vast too because it took me a while to find a few McDonald's. We passed by like five, but that was in a span of like a
well,
2 hour
well,
drive.
regardless of the fast food, there's just there isn't too many housings. So yeah,
The
not
ones I
too
did see
sure.
were pretty great though. So, how has your life been different than what you'd imagined, Isaac?
Um, I I thought I was gonna be in my old place that I used to live in, Kansas Spring Hill, for a while, but after a couple of events that led us to moving constantly, we've gone across multiple states, and that definitely threw my education plan a bit to the side. There wasn't too many places we could really go to, and I had to go through a lot of different courses. Um, and I thought by now I would have had a college in mind that I was going to attend, but a lot of things have kind of interrupted that thought process.
True. You can also go to a trade if you don't really like want to go to pay for
Trade
college.
and or union might be where I plan on heading to. Unless, I obviously go to New York or somewhere around there and find some decent colleges for psychology or just anything psych based.
Yeah, true. Also, electricians for trade are becoming very popular. I have a friend who's going into trade for to become an electrician, and then one of my teachers from high school like, oh yeah, the demand for that in like 10 years is gonna be high because I don't think not that many people want to be electricians, so that's really good to actually do.
It's not a popular job amongst here either, but the pay is decent and, it only takes a couple of years to get into.
Yeah, yeah, it does, but the payout's pretty good though after.
Yeah, it's, once you get farther into it, my uncle does it and he gets paid, 30, $40 an hour, so it's not bad.
It's pretty good. It's about the same amount of money my dad makes per hour. He works as a sprinkler guy. I don't know the exact name for it.
Again, since work down here is a bit different, obviously, you get paid more than I did. When I was working at McDonald's myself, I was getting like 9.30 or so.
Yeah, because the minimum wage down there is much lower than what it was in Massachusetts. They just recently raised it like a year ago to 15. I was making 11, 11.25 actually, I think. All right. So, how would you like to be remembered, Isaac?
Yikes.
Yikes.
Yikes. I don't really have any. I just don't have any main concerns about that. I guess, the people I know just as long as the people that I care about at least know I had a decent life that wasn't just absolutely painful and miserable, that works for me.
It
Um,
does.
I don't. I mean, if I could become something great in psychology and make breakthroughs, that'd be pretty cool. But that's not everyone can achieve those standards or sets. Um, So I guess just for the most part, as long as the people that I've known for the longest, like you and the others, it would be very great just to know that I wasn't an awful person.
Don't worry, if you end up going before me, I'll pour one out for you.
Okay.
All right,
Whatever you say.
all right. Final question, Sir Isaac.
Yeah.
Do you have any regrets?
All right, cut the no, yeah, I got a couple. I've made a few mistakes in terms of schooling where I used to avoid a lot, and it definitely cut back on my time of graduation. I could have graduated a lot earlier than most, but I kind of procrastinated way too many times. Uh, for my graduation in general, I just kind of pushed myself into a corner that I had to get out of.
I mean, you still
Um,
graduated though, right?
yeah, I still graduated. It's
Yeah.
just it was I told you about it. It was really painful to get through like 100 assignments in a couple of days. Um,
I mean, you still did
uh,
what
I
most
still
wouldn't be
did
able to
it.
do. Yeah.
Yeah, and that was the school was pretty impressed, but it doesn't change. That was a very stressful time that caused me a lot of uh, discomfort. The other thing is just I talked about it earlier, and I was just being too trusting of everyone that I knew. I just come to an understanding that people have their dark parts of them, and I was too naive to understand that, and I got hurt extremely bad from a couple of those incidents, and the regrets mainly stem from past mistakes, and I hope that, going forward, I don't have to deal with any more such mistakes by just preventing them or knowing who to avoid.
All right. Thank you for your time, Isaac. I mean, your answers were very thought out, deep, juicy, just what I wanted.
Yeah, yeah, juicy steak.
Yes.
All right.
Okay, Professor de Morinville, if you still listen to this, I'd like 100 in the class for the rest of the semester. Okay, thanks.